Hey you guys, welcome back. It's Lydia Marie. Welcome back to my channel. Today this is going to be quick because we are reviewing one product and one product alone, and that is the new MAC mineralized bronzers. I was able to get one from Ulta. I was going to get two, but I'm glad I only got one to try it out. So if you want to see my thoughts and aware and me applying this bronzer, I hope that you will keep watching. Hi and welcome back to my new and old subscribers. I'm so glad y'all can join me today. Let's get into this fabulous red lip and let's talk a little bit about this new product from MAC. But first, before we get into the review, a little housekeeping here. Again, hi and welcome back to my new subscribers. You guys make sure when you watch this video, you're giving it a thumbs up, because that is going to tell the YouTube algorithm that, hey, I'm here, I'm putting out content, and y'all actually like it. So I love that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget, before I forget, to sign up for the blog newsletter. I will leave the link. It's right under the description. You literally only have to click on it once, put your email in. I don't spam. The blog emails are only once a month, but in that email that you're going to get in the newsletter, you're going to get a lot more exclusive content than what I give here, because I want you guys to get in on the good stuff. So don't forget to go and subscribe to the blog newsletter. I will leave the link right below in the description box. And now let's talk about this, because it's pretty fantastic. Alright, so the mineralized bronzer comes in 10 shades, and the name of it is the Skinfinish Sunstruck Matte Bronzer. I hate these long names, oh my god. But it is of the mineralized Skinfinish line from MAC, which, if you're familiar with, is excellent. In my opinion, I really love the powders and the Skinfinish highlighters because they're just light enough without being cakey. So this bronzer is in that same family. These retail for $33 each. It is MAC, so keep in mind that price point. That is about their average price point, especially for their face products. It comes in 10 shades, and I got the shade Deep Golden in the matte, and it also comes in a luminizing or radiant finish, which means it has just a little bit of sparkle, or not sparkle, but like a luminosity. But I got the matte one. So it says it is supposed to hold up for 24 hours, be sweat and humidity resistant, and does not cause acne and it's good for all skin types. So I got the shade Medium Deep, and this is what the packaging looks like. Super cute. Very Viva Glam kind of packaging. They're kind of going back to that old school packaging, and this is the shade Medium Deep. So we can go ahead and swatch this. I'm going to swatch it here so you can see what that looks like. It does have like a little reddish tint to it. So I think this is going to look good when I get a tan, but we're going to go ahead and apply it because I'm curious to know how this is gonna look. Like I said, I've already prepped my face. My foundation is on. Have on a little bit of eyeshadow, a little bit of the Makeup by Mario sculpting, and my concealer and color corrector. So I'm ready to go to try this on. I'm gonna be taking this brush from e.l.f. and this is their duo complexion brush, and we're just gonna apply some of this. So you can use a brush like this, and some folks like to use a fluffier brush, but when I'm going in, I kind of like to have a little bit more control, especially with a powder bronzer. So I'm just gonna start here. Ooh, okay, that color, I like that. Wowza, that's a nice little bronzy shade. Let's do a little bit more. Okay, this is, what is it called? Deep Golden. So if you're my complexion, this might be a great little let's do my forehead. Let's do my forehead. Let's do my 5 head. See how it's looking up here. Oh, this is giving me good old school mineralized, super light on your forehead, but oh, that's really nice. That's a really nice color. Let's bronze up the rest of the face, and I'm gonna show you how. I got the face done, and I really like how that's looking. I was afraid this might be a little too red, reddish brown based on the swatch here, but honestly, it's not. So I'm gonna take the other side of this dual complexion brush and just kind of go right here, adding to the eyeshadow that I already have on. Now, if this look crazy, please know that I'm looking in my camera viewfinder. Oh, I got a mirror. Let me look in the mirror. So I'm like, does this look crazy? But it doesn't. This bronzer is really nice. Oh, and just bronzing right here, it's just going to give you, you know, where you are. If you were to get a tan, that's essentially what bronzer does. It just warms up the face as if you've been out in the sun. And who doesn't like to look like that? Like, who doesn't like to look like that? I mean, with 10 shades, you should be able to find something that matches for every skin tone. But I like this. Some bronzers can tend to run way too red, depending, or way too cool for me. And I was kind of hoping, since I didn't see this in the store, that when I ordered it, that it would actually match. But that looks good. If I didn't already put on eyeshadow, I would have used it. But this is popping though. Look at that. Oh man, when I get my tan, it's gonna be amazing. I like this. So far, so good. You know what I appreciate about this is that I can still go in and add a blush and it won't take away from the bronzer, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna add a MAC mineralized highlighter in the shade Cheeky Bronze, and it's kind of a pinky champagne rose color. I'm just gonna add some of that as my blush and kind of on top, just to get a little of the radiance that is not in this bronzer, because oh god dog, that's pretty. I would never let these go. Look at this. It's so worn down, and when it's over, when it's done, I'm gonna get a new one. Thankfully this is not a shade that they have discontinued, so I'm just highlighting right on top of that bronzer without taking away from the bronzer. And I'm just, of course, y'all know I'm gonna go down my nose because that's just what I do. And see, it's still played into it nicely. This is a very nice bronzer. I'm quite impressed with this. Let's move on to in my free gifts. So with this bronzer purchase, I think you got like 4 free gifts, like a goodie bag. And it came in like a MAC drawstring bag, but they gave me a couple of lip gloss. I got a paint pot, which I was really surprised at because these are expensive, but this was a free gift. And I was like, okay. So I got a paint pot. And I got a lipstick. I got this color lipstick. This is one of their Love Me lipsticks. Love the packaging. Y'all know I'm a sucker for packaging. And it's a red, which, you know, how did they know I love red lipstick? And it's in the shade Effortless. I've never worn this, but look at that. And that's another thing as well about this bronzer. It's not so overwhelming. You could, of course, build it up that I can't put on a red lip and take away. And then it'll be like, it's too much. So I've lined my lips lightly with MAC Chestnut lip liner, just a little bit, and let's try this red lipstick out. Ooh. I'm just saying, it's a I put that on sloppy. It's a satin finish, so it's not matte. Girl, MAC, no, they don't miss with a red lip, honey. They do not miss. That is gorgeous. Ah, I love it. I zoomed y'all in so you can really get a load of the bronzer. This is where I put it. I contour here. Oops, am I going backwards? I contour here. And then I put the bronzer right there. But I wanted y'all to see this bronzer up close and see how warm it is. And it just doesn't take away from anything. It literally just adds that dimension and warmth. I'm really pleased with this bronzer. I'm pleased with the total look, to be honest. The eyeshadow palette I used was the MAC Art Library palette. And this is in the shade, what is the name of this eyeshadow palette? Oh, Flamboyant. This is the eyeshadow palette that I use. I just took a couple brown shades from out of here. This is a really good one. I've had this for a couple years, but MAC eyeshadows, you can't miss with that. But this is the final look, and I'm really pleased that my $33 was not in vain, because it could be, you know, but I really like that. It's going to be great for the summer. The true test is when I'm about to go outside in the sun and see how it really looks and adds to it. But so far, so good. So of course, everything will be linked down below. Let me know how you all like this and if you're going to try this as well. I kind of recommend it. I really do. But to me, MAC is really doing their comeback game really well right now with incorporating concealers and bronzers and staple products that just about everybody uses. So I'm really feeling that they're not jumping on the trends right now, but they're keeping it classic, which is what MAC does. So I'm really liking this. Let me know how y'all like it, and I'll see y'all in the next video very, very soon. Bye, y'all.